Hey eBayers, it's Suzanne A. Wells, and it's time for another Money Making Monday. These sales are taken from the February 4th, 2019 thread on my Facebook group. If you are new to this format, every week we have a thread in my group that Shani starts where sellers can post what they sold, how much they sold it for, where they got it and how much they paid, and if they remember how long it took to sell their item. So we can all learn from each other and get more ideas of what actually sells. So rather than a haul video, I do these Money Making Mondays where you can see what actually sold, what is real. So keeping it real for you. All right, so we are going to start here with Stephanie. She bought this Harley Davidson trike cover for $30 at a thrift store, sold for $100 plus $20 shipping. Took less than 2 weeks to sell. So let's take a look at it. And there it is, sold for $99.99, and it is basically a cover where you store your trike instead of a motorcycle. It has 3 wheels, which are very fun to ride on, by the way. So anything sells. Okay, Catherine. St. John caviar jacket, paid $3. Had a flaw which was disclosed. Sold full price of $100 plus shipping. This past week I have made $150 profit from 2 flawed pieces of clothing. So yes, if you are a perfectionist, eBay is going to be very challenging for you because things sell in imperfect condition all the time. And when you are out there thrifting, you look things over and you get them home and you're going to find stuff that you didn't see before. So it's okay. List it anyway, see what you get. I sell things that are flawed all the time simply because I know they'll sell because of the brand. So in this case, Catherine got $100 for this item. And somebody asked what were the flaws, and she said a pull on the shoulder. So just disclose it in your listing so the buyer will know what they're getting. Don't assume they're going to judge you or not buy it because it's not perfect. That's what selling used items is all about. They are going to have imperfections. Okay, Kimberly picked this up at Goodwill in Ohio on her way to the airport. Paid $1.99 and it sold within 3 weeks. And it is like a sculpture, humpback whale and baby calf sculpture, brass, bronze, SPI Gallery, San Francisco Pacific International. So it is a cool sculpture of a whale and her baby, and it sold for $35. So $2 into $35, and trust me, weird sells, unusual sells. The longer you do this business, the more you're going to be able to recognize something unusual. When you're new to this, you don't know what is unusual. So after a while, you start seeing the same things over and over again, and then you'll see something pop up in front of you that's like, well, I've never seen anything like that before. And those are the kind of things that are good sellers. Okay, Niv paid 99 cents at a thrift store, sold for $25 plus shipping in less than 3 hours. Those are the kind of sales we like. It is a vintage Henry Enrich plastic apron with pockets. Okay, so it was a vintage item that was new in the package. And this could be used as a costume for theater or drama. There's a lot of that going on. They come to eBay to buy things for their wardrobe closets. So when you come across these items that are vintage or unusual looking, think, could this be used for another purpose other than everyday wear? Could it be used for theater or drama? And a note about theater is it's okay if things are flawed, again, because when you're doing theater, you're up on a stage. You are many feet away from people looking at you, and they can't see all the up close details. And there's also usually seamstresses that can repair these things if needed. if the damage is that bad. But it's not like a photography shoot where everything is close up and you can see it. And even if it was, there's Photoshop for that. So don't be afraid to sell things that aren't perfect. Okay, here we have Nev again. She paid $4.29 at Goodwill, sold in a little over a month, plus for $42 plus shipping. And this is a beaded vintage Lawrence Kazar silk sequin top. Yes, these are good sellers. And sometimes it looks like it was part of a set or a suit. That's okay. You can sell the separates on their own. But these beaded items are usually very expensive new, and they're handmade, hand beaded, so they do hold their value. So she turned $4.29 into $42 in just a little over a month. Okay, now we've got Bethany. Set of the Boxcar children's books. Paid $2 for the set at a super cheap thrift store in my town. Sold for $39.98 with free media mail shipping. Cost around $3.75. Sold in one day. So let's see what these are. It's a set of children's books, 25 books, great condition, most never read. And you can tell because the spine's not even cracked. The pages look brand new and they sort of stick together. So you can tell a brand new book when you see it after a while if you have some practice with this. So $2 and she turned it into $39.98 with free shipping, and they chose media mail. Sold in one day. That is a great flip. Okay, then we've got, Bethany again. This was a wedding gift from 10 years ago that had just been sitting on a shelf, so I didn't pay anything. Sold within a day at full asking price of $55. And she is cleaning out her home using the Marie Kondo method, which that is all the rage right now. People are cleaning out. So much more stuff is in thrift stores. I wanted to mention that Martha Stewart website did an article recently on Marie Kondo and actually interviewed me for my input on the eBay side of this. So here's that article, and I'll put a link to that below the video if you haven't seen that. But I was really honored not only to be asked to be on Martha Stewart's site, but in the same article as Marie Kondo, because that's going to be great for eBay sellers. All this stuff is coming out of people's houses because this art of tidying up and only keep what gives you joy thing that's going on right now is causing a lot of people to clean out and donate stuff that we can sell. So it's good to be on the receiving end of that. All right, so back to Bethany's item. Simon Pierce Vermont crystal candlestick holders, set of 2. And so she had these sitting in her house for 10 years. They were a gift, and she sold them for $55. So this should inspire you to always keep looking around your house for more stuff to sell, because even if you've done a downsizing but you're an eBay seller, every year or so go around your house again, because there's still going to be stuff you don't use. And I do this all the time. I sell clothes that either I'm sick of or I've had this forever and I'm tired of looking at it, and I'll put them on eBay and sell them. And then, I'm heading towards being a minimalist, I think, which is, I guess, a contradiction if you're an eBay seller because I don't have that many personal items. Most of the stuff I have is for sale. So it's just this constant revolving door. But you'll be surprised if you stay on top of it, if you just keep going around your house every 6 months, every year, and looking for more things that you don't want, need, or use, and just make money on things that you don't even have to buy. They're already there. Okay, Allie. Bought for $9 at a local thrift after owner told me she tried to sell on eBay with no luck. I sold it within 30 minutes of listing for $170. I had it listed for $250. Could have gotten it, but the buyer is a seller from Australia who has this amazing 90s denim shop. It belonged with him. So let's see what that is. It is women's crop denim jacket, size 14, Bugs Bunny. And this was $9 and she sold it for $170. There you go. Can't beat that. And we've got our superstar George Kelly here. Bought this crucifix at a garage sale for $1. Sold in a few days for $58. And let's go take a look at that on eBay. Okay, that's beautiful. Gorgeous. And remember, George is the one who had an estate sale business for a while, so he's very knowledgeable about what to buy for resale because he was in that business. And you can check out an interview with him on my YouTube channel. He is very knowledgeable and we can learn a lot from him. He's always posting these very interesting finds. So this was $1 and he sold it for $58 in just a few days. Okay, Jerry, this remote control was found in a cassette case I trash picked, so it was free. It took about 4 weeks and sold for $9.49. So you might think, wow, why bother? Well, because all the little things add up and it was free, so might as well list it. If you sell 100 items over the year for $10, that's an extra $1,000 before fees. So you have to look at the big picture, not just at each individual sale. So here is the remote control, Sony remote control for CD player. Okay, and we've got Jerry again. I scored this Brioni tie at an estate sale for $1 and it sold in a week for $40. I always look at the ties at Goodwill, but I guess I'm not super excited about ties, so I just don't naturally gravitate toward them, but they can be very profitable. So here it is, Brioni tie. It's got that purple, it's silk, made in Italy. So a lot of good things going for it there. And there's the logo if you want to make a mental note of that. When I look through the ties, I'm looking for Ferragamo, Vineyard Vines, this brand, anything unusual, but normally I'm just finding things like Stafford, which is a JCPenney brand, or Kuppenheimer, or stuff that's not worth too much. So I need to put that on my list of things to learn about because they are profitable. Okay, Shirley has a Bolo alert for us. Bought 5 sterling silver souvenir spoons at a church thrift store for $1 each. Sold one on auction for $14.99. Relisted as fixed price right away and sold 2 more within 2 hours. So I still have 2 listed on fixed price. All right, so let's go look at this listing. That was a lot of information, Shirley. Okay, here is, oh, it's a beautiful souvenir spoon, St. Louis, Missouri. Beautiful detailing on that. Look at that. That is just very interesting. So she bought 5 of these for $1 each. And this one sold for $14.99 and relisted another one. So she's selling them for between $15 and $20, and they were only $1 a piece. And they're easy and fast to ship. Okay, now we've got Allie again. This is RA, which stands for Retail Arbitrage, from Tilly's.com. Bought for $22 a piece, have been selling for $45. I bought 10 pairs and have 4 left. These are Vans slip-on unicorn shoes. Oh, those are fun. Look at that. So she bought them for $22 and they're selling for $45. So a little bit higher of an investment than you would find from a thrift store, but they're brand new. So, and she has them in a quantity, so it was just one listing with a quantity on it, so less work as far as creating the listing. Okay, Meredith paid 99 cents, sold for $19.99. Was slack about taking pictures. I feel I could have gotten more had I ironed it and done a better job with pictures. The comps were $50 to $60 range. So 99 cents. And well, that doesn't look so bad. I think that looks okay. I mean, I've seen a lot worse. I've seen things that look like they've been under somebody's bed for 2 years and um, they would have no idea what an iron is. So this doesn't look bad at all. And she paid 99 cents and sold for 19.99. I'd be happy with that. The profit margin is there, so don't sweat it, Meredith. You did fine. Okay, moving right along, we have Allie again. Was given to us as a gift, but not really our style, so free. Took best offer of $35 after weeks of being listed. And it is a Mark Roberts ice cream cone fairy, small sprinkles whipped cream. What is this, a Christmas ornament? Can't really tell what it is there. Looks like some kind of home decor. Okay, it's under collectibles, fantasy, magic fairies, figures. So it's a collectible figure and sold for $35. Okay. Summer bought this cartridge, fax cartridge for 10 cents at a thrift store. Listed more than 6 months, sold for $12.99 plus shipping to Alaska. Okay, and here it is, 2 rolls fax film ribbon. So yeah, people still use faxes. And this was 10 cents and she sold it for $12.99 plus shipping. This is the kind of stuff you look for in the junk in the back. And also, just a little teaser for you, I have an interview coming up with a eBay buyer slash seller in Hawaii who is going to express his frustration and disappointment in all of the people that won't ship there. I'm also looking for a seller who lives in Alaska that would be willing to do the same thing, because you guys are really getting ripped off if you live in Hawaii and Alaska, because there is this misconception that people shouldn't ship there, and there's absolutely no reason you should not ship to Alaska and Hawaii. I do have a video on that you can check out, but I'm going to get some real people on here to explain how frustrated they are that sellers won't ship there. And the sellers don't even know why they won't ship there. They just feel like they shouldn't, and it's completely unnecessary. So that's coming soon. Okay, we've got Natasha who bought this item for $10 at Goodwill, sold for $50 plus shipping. And let's see what it is. Women's Carhartt vest, mock neck. Okay, so it is a Sherpa vest. Carhartt is a great brand. It's outdoorsy, it's rugged, it is durable, and it sells well. So this was $10, which might be more than some of you are willing to spend, but when you could sell it for $50, that, you can justify spending that much when the profit is there. So sometimes you're just going to have to push yourself out of your comfort zone and spend a little bit more to get those higher profit items. You can't just buy everything for $1. It just doesn't work like that. Okay, Valerie paid about $2 at the bins, which means the Goodwill outlet, sold for full asking price of $22 in a couple of weeks. And it is an Ann Taylor, whoops, go to the original item. Ann Taylor loft dress, looks like a sweater dress, yes it is. So that is one of your perfect eBay sales. She paid $2, sold for $22 in a couple of weeks. That's your basic turn and burn, buy it, list it, sell it, rinse, repeat over and over again. Base foundation of eBay selling is going to be those bread and butter items that you can do over and over and over again for acceptable profit. And then you have the big sales sprinkled in. Okay, we've got Valerie again, $4.23 at a local thrift store. Took about 10 months to sell, took best offer of $19. And this is a brand called Splendid, and it is a baseball shirt. So another good bread and butter item there. Okay, then we've got Summer, who got 10 of these for $1 each at a local thrift store. Been selling them for $39 $99 plus free shipping lowered the price to get rid of the rest of them, and this one sold for $24.99. Started selling them early summer. Summer started selling them in early summer. Okay. And it is a hockey jersey, youth hockey jersey, 1980 Olympics Miracle on Ice. Oh, and I love that movie. Um, it's on Netflix. If you guys haven't seen it, if you did not live through the 1980 Olympics hockey miracle and watch that yourself, that movie is fantastic. Highly recommend it to be playing while you are listing or taking pictures. Something to keep you company. Anyway, bought these for $1, sold them between 24 and 39. So perfect. Get those multi quantities, list it, put your quantity on there, and sell off those, sell off the quantity. That's so much easier than doing one of items. Well, one of items is where the money is, but when you can find more than one, that's just an added cherry on top of the whole thing. Okay, Valerie, again, I always pick up ink cartridges, paid $1.99 at Church Thrift, took 6 months to sell. It is an Epson photo cartridge. Just be careful with those because sometimes they can be dried up and because they're old. So just go into it knowing that can happen. I'm not saying don't ever buy ink cartridges, but you don't know how old it is. So don't be surprised if you get a message from the buyer that says, hey, this is dried up and it doesn't work. Just be aware that can happen. Okay, then we've got Janine who bought this at bought at Goodwill for 99 cents, turned down several lowball offers, sold for asking price of $39 plus shipping in a few months. It is a plush teddy bear, Ford Motor Company chauffeur. So that is really cute. I wonder if that went to a Ford collector, automobile collector, plush collector, or who knows what reason. In my perfect world, we could ask every single buyer, why did you buy that? Why did you buy that on eBay? Why did you buy that from me? So we could get all these questions answered. But um, I guess we could do that, but I don't want to annoy my customers. So all I can go by is what I've heard, what's left in feedback, what people tell me, and my own experience. So 99 cents and sold for $35. Okay, we've got Janine again. Brooks Brothers sells even when they're ugly pants. Found at Goodwill for $3.99, sold for asking price plus shipping in a week, and they sold for $26. They are Brooks Brothers plaid trousers. Now, come on, Janine, those aren't ugly. They're just festive and bright. But yeah, you can't let your taste for clothing or anything really spill over into what you buy to resell because you are not your buyer. Okay, then we got Janine again. I can't believe this Tonka truck wasn't marked up at Goodwill. Paid $3.99, sold for asking price of $39 plus shipping in about a week. So Janine is just all over the store. She's looking at clothes, she's looking at plush, she's looking at toys. And this is a Tonka classic dump truck, heavy duty metal, 1993. And she got it for $4 and is sold for $39. That's the way to make money in this business is diversity. Okay, Lori got this for free, sold in 10 minutes for $9. Huh, that works. It is Department 56 Village accessory. So this is a little like a miniature that goes in a village, like a Christmas village tabletop home decor decoration thing. So that's a quick $9. Okay, Melissa, personal item. So cost was zero. Sold for $52 after I put on a 25% off sale. Had been listed 3 to 4 months. And let's go take a look at what it is. Ernie Banks, Wrigley Field, Chicago Cubs, bobblehead. And it's got some numbers there. 2014, fifth in box. So $52, and she said she paid zero. It was a personal item. So another person cleaning out her personal stuff. And Melissa again bought for $3, sold for $22.49 during my 25% off sale, had been listed 3 months. And it is Walt Disney World Epcot Mission Space Opening Crew Jacket 2003. So it's a jacket with Disney Epcot, and it was $3, sold for $22.49. Okay, Jennifer, men's Skechers Shape Up shoes, bought for $1 at an estate sale, sold within a week for $55 plus shipping. And here they are. Skechers Shape Up walking shoes, men's size 11. So yeah, I remember when these came out, probably like, I don't know, 2009, 2010, something like that. They were all the rage. They had all these commercials of the women walking in the shoes to tone up your calves and legs with these rocker sole shoes. So apparently people still like them. And this person paid $55. Jennifer only paid $1. So just because something is out of style or that was a fad that has passed does not mean people still might not buy it. Okay, we've got Diane who paid 25 cents at a yard sale, sold for $12 plus shipping. Took less than a month, and it is a Mickey Mouse coffee mug, which Disney always sells well. That's a good flip. 25 cents, sold for $12. So that's a good bread and butter item. Okay, Tammy purchased at Goodwill for $4, listed for $24.99, took best offer of $18. And this is Nuatag Tiara International Women's One Button Layering Sweater. So it's kind of an open weave, almost crochet look sweater. Not a super high end brand at all. I've seen that brand before, and I think it's sold at, like, I know I've seen it at TJ Maxx, but it's not even a department store brand, I don't think. $4, listed for $24.99. Okay, Tammy again. Dad cleaned out his shop, so this was free. Listed it for $92.41. Took best offer of $75 plus shipping. Had listed for 3 months. This is some type of propeller. It's a boat propeller. Evinrude Johnson. So it was free, helping her dad clean out his shop, and sold for $75. So see all these junky looking things that are in workshops and maybe tools that are just old and they're broken and rusted, and stuff still sells. You just have to look it up and see. Don't assume that things won't sell just because they're not in perfect condition. Sometimes that's what people want, is the old stuff, and they want it to look old because they're displaying it, and it has a history, it has a past. So that would be a dream thing to do, is help someone clean out their workshop with the tools and all these parts for things, and see what you got. Okay, then we've got Jennifer Keith. I was leaving my local thrift store as they were closing. They were putting the trash out and asked if I wanted the stuff in the bag because they didn't think it would sell there. So I took the bag home and found this Microsoft Works still sealed. Sold within a week for $50 plus shipping. Does it have a year on it? Microsoft Works 9. So I don't know how old that is because I don't keep up with that. But it was new in the package, so good enough. Some people don't really care if it's the latest and greatest. They just want what they need to make whatever happen on their computer they're trying to do. So even if it's not the most recent, it's still worth something. As you can see there, she sold it for $50. And then Jennifer also got this out of that same bag. It was free. Madame Alexander doll. Sold for $19.77. 18-inch doll. Okay, so that was free. And then Jennifer is going on some more here. LL Bean men's 100% wool sweater, bought for $1 at a thrift store, sold for $35 plus shipping in about 2 weeks. And it is just a basic lamb's wool sweater. LL Bean, another company that makes high quality clothing that is durable, lasts a long time, and conservative styles. You don't have to be selling the Kardashian style everything to make money selling clothing on eBay. The basic conservative classic styles sell just as well. Okay, Mia paid $1.99 per roll at Goodwill and sold for $25 plus shipping for a set of 2. This is wallpaper. It's wallpaper border. So she paid, investment was $4, sold for $25. And how easy to ship. And yes, people buy wallpaper on eBay. Sometimes they are repairing a section and they don't, they're not going to buy a whole bunch of it new. They just need a little bit to do some small project, and they'll check on eBay first because wallpaper is not cheap. Okay, moving along here, we've got Julie, who paid $1 in a lot off Marketplace, which I'm guessing that is Facebook Marketplace, sold within about a week. And that is a 1977 vintage Star Wars Han Solo small head action figure. So a toy. $1 sold for $21. And then we've got Julie again, $1 off of Facebook Marketplace, sold for $20. Another action figure, Lando Calrissian. Oh my gosh. I remember that. $26.99. Oh, she sold it locally for $20. Okay, so she just had it listed on eBay. Okay, now we've got Iris. Sold my kids' Thomas train set for full asking price plus shipping. It took about 3 weeks. I did an auction once, but now start bid price is my sold asking price. Let's see what that means. Okay, huge lot, Thomas the Train wooden track, 166 pieces. She sold for $86. Oh, I know what she meant was she started an auction and it didn't get any bids, and then she just put it on fixed price. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, then we've got Mary, bought all of these for $4 at a giant local garage sale they hold at fairgrounds here every January. Decided to auction with starting bid of $19.99, sold for $39 to a doctor who collects them. So let's see what this is. These are vintage glass fever thermometers and cases. Okay, that's very interesting. So it's vintage medical stuff. And there we have her telling us that a doctor collects these. So there's one you probably hadn't heard. Somebody who collects vintage thermometers. Okay, Jody paid $10 at Salvation Army, sold for best offer of $60 plus $10 shipping in about 3 months. And what are these? Canon sheets, abstract print. So it looks like just shapes. No iron, twin sheets, 2 sets. So $10 investment and sold for $60, and shipping was covered by the buyer. Linens are great to sell. They're just so easy to ship. Okay, we've got Dawn, estate sale, bought 4 new of these pots in different sizes for $20. Listed same day, also within a week for $275. So these are Revereware 2-quart saucepans with the copper bottoms. Bought 4 of them. Her total investment was $20, all sold within a week for $275. Okay, Jody paid $18 at a thrift store, sold for full asking price of $249.95 with free shipping in about 3 weeks. What is it? Seiko Vienna Deluxe Super Automatic Espresso Cappuccino Machine. Wow, that is a great flip. Don't you just love eBay when you can make that much money on such a small investment? Okay, Karen, I was doing some decluttering thanks to this group. Yay, we had an effect on Karen. I realized I could actually sell a gently used fitted flannel sheet, LL Bean, and cases, accepted $20. Best offer received overnight. I had it listed for 25, but was basically looking to have them gone. So another linen sale. Okay, so LL Bean flannel sheet set. They're just some basic striped flannel sheets, but this is a brand known for quality and durability. So even if they're old, that's okay. I just wish my Goodwill wouldn't bundle the linens with the tags on the inside because you can't see what it is. So I sit there and unbundle it. I'm not going to buy something if I don't know what it is. They should at least take the time to wrap them up so you can see the size and the manufacturer and the fabric content because that's what's going to affect your decision to buy it. So I don't feel bad at all about unbundling things that are wrapped up with stretch wrap or tape because if I'm going to buy it, I need to see what it is. Would love your comments on that. Okay, and then we've got Jody. My personal Bose radio bought back in 2013. I don't remember what I paid for it back then, but no use for it now with Amazon Echo Plus and Echo Dots in the house. Sold in 4 days for full asking price of $199.95 plus free shipping. So it's a Bose sound system speaker, sorry, not a radio. Wow, that makes me sound really old when I call something a radio. But hey, I listen to the radio. I like it. I listen to everything else too, but it was funny. One day I had some classical music playing because I work better with that on. And my daughter came over and she heard that playing and she's like, "Are you on hold and your phone's on speaker?" And I'm like, "No, that's not hold music. I'm listening to that on purpose. I like it." So I guess that's just my age showing. Okay, all right. So now we've got Tracy who paid $1 for this, sold in a few hours. It is a Disney Monsters Inc. mug. That's really cute. We've got Tracy again who paid $2 at an estate sale. Took about 8 months to sell. It is a vintage Dollcraft honey bunny plush. $30. $2. She didn't say what her best offer was, so not sure there. Okay, then we've got another plush, 75 cents, sold in 2 weeks for $16.50. Jellycat Bashful Dino. I found a Jellycat the other day that is retired, and we'll see what happens with that. I priced it high. Okay, Jean paid $20 at Marshall's clearance, sold for $50 in about a week. This is UGG Milo check shorts pajama set. So they are new with tags. She got them on clearance at Marshall's and they sold for $50. Okay, Jean again bought 4 hats at a estate sale for $2 each. This is the second one I've sold for $20. Fabulous Furs for animal lovers, faux fur women's hat, bucket style, $20. Okay, Jason, I was clearing through stuff I had around the house, found this and decided to list it. Took about a week to sell. Let's see what it is. Metal Method Complete Guitar Instruction Course, $59. Another person cleaning their stuff out from around their house. That seems to be a theme for February is, I guess, if you're stuck inside with the weather or whatever, you are going through stuff in your house. Okay, Dan bought this briefcase at a yard sale for $12. Took about a month to sell, sold for $49.99 plus shipping. That's something we don't see a lot of, briefcases. Aluminum. Samsonite aluminum silver briefcase attache business computer combination. So you can put all kinds of stuff in there. Looks to be in great shape. $12 and sold it for $49. Okay, Suzanne Keene bought these two-way radios locally on Facebook garage sale site for $20 about a month ago. Had to replace two of the batteries for $11. Listed for $129 or best offer. Sold within a week, but the buyer never paid. Yeah, we've all been there. Relisted and sold on best offer of $105 plus shipping last week. And this is a set of Motorola two-way radios. Talk about. So it's got everything, the box, all the earpieces, all the stuff you need, the charger, everything. Okay, here we are with Jenny Baum. Paid $4 at Goodwill, sold for full price of $58.85 after about 3.5 months. It always had watchers and offers, but I was holding out for at least 50. During a relist, I double-checked comps and saw one sold with the word kawaii in the title, so I added that to my listing. Not sure if that's what triggered the sale or if the right buyer just happened to come along. I believe it was going overseas via a freight forwarder. So it is Michael Simon, which is a great brand to sell. Vintage fruit cardigan color block. And that went for $58. And she paid $4 for it. So gaudy, garish, loud. That sells. Okay, and let's do one more. Dan picked this up for $3. Sold in less than 24 hours for $45, including shipping. Oh, Wayne's World, excellent. Okay, only the old people will know what I'm referring to there. This is a Wayne's World hat, 1991 Broadway. Wayne's World, excellent. I had to go see that movie with my sister because she thought that was so funny, and that has to be the dumbest movie I have ever seen. I'm so, really, I spent 2 hours of my life watching this, but the things we do for our little sisters to keep them happy. So we are going to wrap up this edition of Money Making Monday on that note, and just a reminder to check out my premium content library. It is growing every week. There are now 137 videos with 48 hours of education to help you learn how to be a better seller. With that, you get unlimited email support with me. Anytime you have a question, problem, frustration, need help with your eBay business, I am here to help you. We'll answer you in 24 hours or less. So thanks so much for watching. As always, please like and share this video, comment below, and I will see you in the next video. Have a profitable and productive day on eBay. Bye.